Hello, everyone. Good afternoon once again to all of you and my followers and my subscribers. Thanks for all of you for the successful completion of the first edition of this incentive schemes and export development authorities promotions, especially for our business community to develop our businesses and attract foreign investments. I'm super excited with all of you for having me to conduct this second edition of this How Do We Attract Foreign Investments into our businesses for innovation, for scaling up, and for all the continual developments. So in this second edition also, we are going to discuss the general arrangements and the fund availability by the Indian government to attract overseas investors to invest in our companies and scaling up and expanding the market and the product lines of our current running businesses. So let me directly start to the presentation with our introductions. So Lawal Serwal, World Development. So why FDIs are coming to India? This is the subject we're going to discuss in the second edition of our webinar. Successful second edition it is. Of course, we're going to continuously have 10 more editions to the specific sectors. My sincere thanks to Gurusthan Research and Educational Academic Trust, Government of India, and the supporting staffs for providing us inputs and giving us the go-ahead to conduct this outreach seminar to all of our business community and export community and all ministries and all export development authorities as well. Thank you all. Now, about me, you are with Thinesh Karthikeyan. I'm a chartered engineer with 23 years of serial entrepreneurship. I have establishments in Salem, Madurai, Ras Al Khaimah, Pune, Warsaw, and we do businesses in Middle East, North America, uh, Asian countries, and European Union. And as a business owner, we have a consulting division which takes care of bringing investment to the business community from overseas and technical support services, statutory clearances. And we are a specialist in establishing cold storages, warehouses, exhibit units, and operation theaters and fertility centers for hospitals. We have our IT division, which takes care of cloud web solutions. And we have a manufacturing units where we manufacture homeopathic medicines, which comes under Ayush Ministry, and we export the same. I'm a trainer and I'm an author for all export protocol books. My tag publishing is on the way, which you will be notified to experience the features of it. So all these things we deliver under the consulting firm. Of course, it is in the name of Supplier International, and the contracting division and the engineering and procurement and construction division. That is with Vyavasai Trading Private Limited. And we have our medicines and clinic divisions in beauty and hygiene shop and clinic inside on clinic. These four businesses or the four spectrums, which takes care of the all the deliverables in the left side. And with my vast experience and connection with the overseas community who are pouring investments to India with my clients and friends, I'm requested to conduct this webinar to give an outreach on this subject matter. So I have categorized it into chapters. The first chapter, we will try to understand why the overseas investor is interested in India to invest on. So let us understand that first. And second, why do I need that? Know if no FDI, am I missing anything? If I'm not connecting overseas in this trendy business world, uh, if I'm ignoring a foreign direct investment or a foreign partner for my brand or for my company, am I missing anything? Then also we should try to understand. And I will share some tips. And as a business owner, one is eligible to attract this foreign investment or not, or how you can make yourself eligible. That also we will see. And how much is the funding support available which the Indian government to attract foreign investors. So that is a fourth chapter, interesting chapter. So why overseas interested investors are interested in to invest in India, and why I should need it. If I'm not using a foreign investment, am I missing anything? But also we will understand. And how I can make myself eligible to attract a foreign investment, we will understand. And to attract foreign investors, what is the incentive scheme available with Government of India to connect the interest factor and the investment factor of the investor community to our businesses. All these four fundamentals we will understand in the coming uh, minutes. So, whenever a foreign investor or overseas investor is coming inside India, he's predominantly interested in the return on investment and to invest less and to gain more. To invest less and gain more, one has to have subsidy from the government in the form of incentive, in the form of tax waive-off. Uh, the classic example is our Nokia and so many companies, Orange, Hutch. Everybody was investing in India during that incentive period, and they have exited. After they exit, the company is going to become ours totally. So we can enjoy the investment in the scale-up period and to run the business in the long run. It will be quite supportive. So we will understand what is subsidy first. These are all in basically in four formats available from Government of India actually. Um, Subsidy, grant in aid, incentive, financial assistance. More or less everything is same. The basic difference or the fundamental difference where you can notice is some of the uh, form of investments or assistance you will get for your capital investment. And some of the incentives are in the form which will assist you in working capitals. That is showing the sales cycle, and while you're continuously running the business, every month you will get some benefit, or every quarter you will get some reimbursement, which will take care of your marketing expenses and other sundry expenses. So automatically, we can comfortably invest more on marketing. So that is the way this is going to help. And this is the factor foreign investors are getting attracted to invest in India or in any country. So having said 2021 to 2026 is the outlay period, the funding available for this subsidy and incentive purposes by the government of India is 1,45,900 crore. Yes, it is 1,45,900 crore. சரவணன் சார் ஒரு 45 மினிட்ஸ் கூப்பிடுறேன் நான் ஒரு வெபினார்ல இருக்கு. ஆமா, ஓகே. ஸோ So that is almost 20 billion US dollars, 19.45 billion US dollars to support you. So we saiTech will give an outreach on how to access this fund and utilize this fund, and we will bridge the gap between um, the investors community and the business community and the government of India. That's what we do actually. For whoever wants our assistance, they can take, or any consultant. They will help you in reaping this benefit, particularly. And this is available for 10 sectors. 1,45,900 crore, 19.45 billion US dollars is available for 10 sectors between 2021 and 2026. So let us now understand what I'm losing if I'm not availing this fund, or if I'm not connecting this fund to the working capital or the investment capital of my business. I'm not using any government subsidy to run my business. Why I should use it? Am I losing anything? So let us understand the broader perspective. Why? Because in business, in industry, you are a player. You are not alone. You have competitors. You have running competitors. You have existing competitors. You have exiting competitors. You have new entrants into your own business sector in the market. Market is a playground where you play your business game. So while you are, of course, you are pumping your investment for capital investments and marketing. Sometimes you have a feel that your competitor is performing better, and you are lacking funds for marketing and advertisements. You are lacking funds for R&D, and I'm not able to penetrate into new markets. That is what you feel, whereas your competitor is doing that comfortably and easily with some fund provisions. How is he doing that? Yes, that is the area he's trying to utilize this government fund. So if you're not utilizing this government subsidy or incentive, you are not only losing the financial cushion, you are on the other side allowing your competitor to perform better than you. So here one double loss, here one double benefit to your competitor. Some say that your competitor will be able to perform 4 times better than you if you are not utilizing this government incentive subsidy and other benefits. So that is how it moves on. So you will notice your competitor is putting his expo in London, and your competitor is roping in Amitabh Bachchan or Mahendra Singh Dhoni or actor Vijay or actor Surya for his new product advertisements. And he's launching his product in Dubai. Everything is doing comfortably. Whereas you are leveraging and bootstrapping with your own fund, and you are creating stress for your business by not utilizing this subsidy. And when somebody is utilizing this subsidy and when somebody is performing better, normally an investor will be interested. And if this subsidy benefits in terms of return on investments or tax saving, any foreign investor would be interested to invest. So this is the area where you should be careful if you want to decide whether you should utilize the incentive schemes, because that's a huge money, $20 billion, which is going to affect the growth of your business if you're not using it. And you are not, if you're not using it, you are allowing your competitor to perform better also. So decide yourselves quickly. Now let us understand the PLI sectors, the profit-linked incentive scheme. That is what the government of India is calling now for 10 sectors. The first sector is advanced chemistry cell that comes under Department of Heavy Industries. That is 18,100 crore. And the next sector is electronic technology products. That comes under Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. That is around 5,000 crores. And the next is our automobiles and auto components. That comes under departments of heavy industries again. So that is around 57,042 crores. So among 1,45,980 crores, almost 30% is allotted for automobiles and auto components. The point to note. So coming to the fourth sector, that is the pharmaceutical sectors, 15,000 crores. Telecom and networking products, Department of Telecom, that is 12,195 crores. And Ministry of Textiles for textile products and man-made fiber segments, that is 10,683 crores. And the food products, the interesting division, that is 10,900 crore. And solar photovoltaic modules, high efficiency, 4,500 crores. And the white goods, air conditioners and LED lights, promotion, departments for promotion of industry and internal trade, that is 6,238 crore. And specialty steel, where we can manufacture steel components, equipments, and machineries, which comes under Ministry of Steel, that is 6,322 crores. So all put together, we have 1,45,980 crore rupees for the period of 5 years for these 10 sectors. That is summing around 19.45 billion US dollars. So this is the money available in bucket for you to attract investors. So the other side of interest for FDIs, or normally when a foreign investor is coming in, he will be interested in your facility rather than your product. Make a note, my subscribers and followers, it is not your product he is interested in. That is secondary for him. It is the standard, the management system, and the return on investment for your chosen product or sector he is interested in. So he will be checking. If it is food factories, normally he will check whether you have a proper ripening chamber, cold storages, whether your unit is registered with export development authorities, and whether it is complying and fitting with all the industry standards locally as well as globally. So if it is a government factories, they will make sure you have SA 8000, Boykotex, SEDEX, Disney, all these guidelines and protocols, they will make sure you are complying and following, because they do not want any hunky-punky businesses like you are employing a child labor to develop the product, or you are employing you're forcing the laborers to work more to get the production. All these factors and standards they will check before investing in your production facility and the product line. And initially, if 70% is meeting, they will ready to sit with you for the meeting, and remaining 30%, you can understand from them, and you can appoint a local consultant and finish the remaining 30% to make fit your production facility to attract overseas investments. And that is how it moves on. So some standards like Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, trainings, APEDA, MPEDA, Spices Board registrations, ISO 9001 for management system, and ISO 22,000 for food factories, and ISO 14,000 for environmental standards, for pollution control board clearances and concerns. and the was as 18,000. Of course, it is now ISO 45,000, the new standard is. It is still, our slide shows 18,000 because we are a 6-year-old company and consulting for more than 500 businesses across southern India. Uh, we are since 2014 we are doing this, and we have roped in many investments to various companies and various sectors across South India. So, how to attract investors and how to hook this fund from central government of India? So, am I eligible for it as a company? As of course, any registered company in India is eligible. Any legal entity are eligible. Even an overseas company, a foreign company, if they do have their office in India, they're eligible naturally. But for one particular scheme, only a one company, that is meaning one GST number can apply. No two companies can apply for one particular incentive or subsidy or financial assistance. Then it will be two applications. So what are all the types? Normally, the investor community as well as the government of India is looking for in your business or in your business model or in your production facility. So fundamentally, basically, they will be looking and make sure you are well with three basic fundamentals. One is infrastructure. You should have a raw material coming in, quality checking process, quality production process, quality packing process, and then dispatch process. And you should have a good branding and marketing to drive along your product line with the competition, and you should show incremental sales every year. What is this incremental sales? If somebody is asking, that is called compounded annual growth rate. That is how it is. That is how they measure every year whether you are showing some increment in your sales or not. So these are all the three basic things you have to make sure um, with international standards. Your infrastructure should have an international standard. Your branding and marketing strategy should have an international standard to run along with any upcoming and existing competition. And your incremental sales should be progressive. We should we should be able to show growth every year for the next 5 years. These are all the three things they will make sure before investing in your company. So a good mentor or an external consultant will handhold you and guide you to make sure your management performs on these three important things on which an investor and government of India is looking to support you. So normally FDIs and investors will look for a unicorn company. They will invest the money and within 1 year they want to double and exit. That those companies are called as unicorn companies. For example, all the technology companies like Ola or Zomato, or somebody will come and invest their money like $500 million, like Baiju. And within 1 year, the amount will double. And they will exit by selling the company to their partners or to yourself or to the share market, and they will exit. And a company which is not able to double the return on investment in 1 year is called a cockroach company. So this may take 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, sometimes 7 years, sometimes 10 years, whatever it is, depending upon the competition and the management performances. But the point is, no any overseas investor is interested to invest in a business model or a company if that particular business model is not able to double the investment in 2 years. So make sure you have this caliber and management system to deliver this when you would like to attract your investors. If you're confident on your product, If you're confident on your infrastructure and business systems and management, then you can invite any investors to invest in your company. And these are all the financial indicators. Now, coming to the technology, any new investors is interested in new age technology company like betting company, financial fintech company, and they're not interested in old-fashioned or traditional businesses. Say, don't they actually do not prefer any company which takes more than 2 years to grow. That's how it is. And what are all the guidelines? Can I apply it without a consultant? These are all the questions normally we encounter with small business owners or proprietors. Of course, you can apply without a consultant. If you have time to compile the documentations and follow up with departments and liaison with departments, then it is your call. Of course, department will have their own consultant to scrutinize your files. So ultimately, our officers will not be open with you on certain aspects. So we recommend to go with a consultant normally. Otherwise, if you are able to do documentations and if you're able to attend meetings with departments, you can apply it without a consultant also. And is there any fee? Yes, of course. For PLI schemes, certain departments are charging 1 lakh as an application fee. And plus, you can account for your travel expenses, documentation expenses. Sometimes the meeting may happen in Delhi, or 2, 3 meetings may happen at Delhi. They will call you, your manager, your accountant, or yourself as a owner. And meeting may happen in Bombay, meeting may happen in Chennai, Bangalore, Kolkata, because certain department will have their particular regional office locally. If they don't have, they will call you at the Delhi ministry itself to know about yourself before they are allotting the fund to you. So all put together, you can budget around 3 to 5 lakhs. 1 lakh is the fee. Another 2, 3 lakhs you can account for your travel and meeting expenses and miscellaneous expenses, these things. So 3 to 5 lakhs will be your bite. So submission timeline, certain departments will collect in batches by calling request for proposals. And certain departments are collecting the applications year around. You will be comfortable if the department is receiving year-round application, 365 days. Where you will not be comfortable and where you have to be careful is that particular department is collecting in batches by calling expression of interest. Then they will put a deadline, submit it before September 30th, submit it before December 15th. So then you will be running on your toes to submit, to compile and submit the applications. So this is how the submission timeline. Scrutiny and inspections, yes, it is there. Sometimes they will approve the fund after scrutinizing your documents. Sometimes they will come to the factory or the business facility and they will make sure that particular amount is invested via bank loan or your own funding and certified by chartered accountant, and they will release the assistance to you after inspecting. Disbursements timeline is normally the corresponding financial year. When you submit your application, that takes around 8 to 13 months normally to come to your pocket. Some of my clients, they used to call me, somebody is calling from department and asking for the account number, shall I give? Yes, of course, you have to give. They are going to put money in your account now. Within 1 or 2 hours, you are going to receive your amount. So normally this happens in the financial year, March 30th, 31st, or accounts department and audit department of that particular sector will call you from Delhi to make sure your current account is still connected with that application number. Because many of the people will change the current account and they have to give some affidavit later on to for the submitted application. Otherwise, if your current account is same, then you will receive the amount on that corresponding financial year itself. So the basic requirements, as we discussed about that infrastructure, branding and marketing, and then incremental sales, all happens with a good management system, with a CRM system and an R&D system. You need not have a computer-based ERP for this. If your volume of sales are lesser, then you can manage it manually also. If your volume of sales is more, if you feel like you will not be able to trace documents and you will lose time on searching, then it is recommended to computerize your complete management system and customer connections. Normally, it is called a CRM system, and your new product line development and competitor analysis with an R&D system. So everything can be with packages like SAP, Bazir, and Zoho, QuickBook. This kind of certain modular packages will help you in computerization and digitalization of your business routines. So to develop a project report, in fact, our consultancy has developed an app called Apprise Plus. You can search in Google Play Store, APRAIZ Plus. So you can download the Apprise Plus app. This app develops a project report in 4 minutes. I repeat, you will have a detailed project report with key financial indicators on your hand in PDF format in 4 minutes without depending on or without seeking help of an auditor or chartered accountant. So you can trial run and check your business investment with this app, and later on also you can go to the chartered accountant or your auditor, because with chartered accountant and auditor, they will take their own time to deliver your project report, because they have to understand your requirement from you and they have to fit into the taxation policies and market statistics, and they will take adequately 4 to 6 weeks to deliver you the project report. 4 to 6 weeks, almost 1.5 months. If the project is large scale, then it may take 3 months also. But here, with this Apprise Plus app, you will get your project report after feeding all your inputs like working capital, investment capital, staff salary, sales price of your product, all these four parameters. If you feed it, you will get a generated project report in PDF in 4 minutes, just 4 minutes with this Apprise Plus app. So download it and make use of it. We offer it as a compliment to our subscribers and followers. Whoever needs the tutorial video can contact us, saiTech. We will WhatsApp you the link, or we will send you the link of the tutorial video of Apprise Plus, how to use it. So make use of this complimentary feature. This is free for all our subscribers and followers. So thank you all. This is my number, 7373787744. You have me by your side for any queries. And if in case, if we have any queries, I have some questions in chat box. Let me answer that. Yeah, we said somebody is asking about fees. Sarana Kumar is asking about the fees. Departments are charging 1 lakh fees for the application. That's what we said. And if you're in your own, there is not going to be any fees apart from the department fees. Only it's going to be about travel expense and meeting expense. If you are engaging a consultant, then consultant will charge you normally between 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs. That is how it's going to be. Hope that answers your questions. And another question. Yeah, this 10 sectors is for the, somebody is asking about the timeline. They said it is for 2021 to 2026. Certain departments are having the bucket limit annually. Certain sectors, there is no limit set. Uh, it doesn't mean that the full amount can be utilized in the first year itself. Of course, there will be some annual fixation for it. We will understand while we are submitting the application for your company, and we will guide you and recommend you the strategies and the do's and don'ts in the applications accordingly. Uh, that is how it's going to be. Um, Hope that answers your question. Thank you, gentlemen, for having you. All is my pleasure with this webinar, and be in touch. See you in the next webinar also. Thank you all. Love all, serve all, வாழ்க வளமுடன். Thank you guys. See you in the next webinar.